Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Thanks to Wizards for sponsoring. I have early access to the new Capenna streamer event, so we're going to be jamming some games before the set comes out to the public. I actually recorded some games and my PC crashed, so kind of disappointed because they were really good games. I played against Legend, VD, as well as some others. So we're going to give this another go, and this is a Jund kind of treasury mid-range Obnixis deck. So we have Obnixis, the adversary, and really what you can do here is you sack another creature. When it enters for this casualty, you get to create a non-legendary copy of it. We have 8 2-mana 3-powered creatures, so you can get 2 3/3 starting loyalty planeswalkers on turn 3. The copies of the planeswalker can be copied with Eska's Chariot, so you get more copies. My current high score is 4 Obnixis in play at once, so we have that angle. We have the Fable, the Mirror Breaker, to make copies of things. Paired with Ziatora's Envoy, which basically whatever excess damage you do or combat damage you do, you get to look at the top X cards and play those cards for free for the end of turn. If not, you get card advantage that way. You could also blitz it for 5 mana, comes into play haste, and then sack it at its end step. You get to draw a card. A couple copies of Goldspan at the top end. We have Professional Facebreaker in here, creating treasure tokens and giving us card advantage. I had Infernal Grasp originally, trying Meat Hook instead. There's been a lot of like go wide style strategies, so I think this helps. Bloodtithe Harvester and Tenacious Underdog are both creatures that are 3 power and have various utility. We can copy Tenacious Underdog from our cast it from our graveyard for Blitz, so even if we sack it, it's value. Bloodtithe is removal as well. And then we're playing some Fixed Lightning Bolt in Strangle, 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. And then we got Ziatora's Proving Ground as our Triumph of choice. So let's give this a go. Hopefully we don't crash again. I was actually very disappointed that it crashed because those games were very entertaining and I enjoyed playing them. So far, Obnixis is like nuts. The Naya legendary that substitutes tokens for cats or dogs was very good. Legend was playing a Naya tokens deck. The Naya 4/4 Haster seemed pretty solid too. Even the 4 mana Naya legendary that if you have X amount of creatures you get like Vigilance, Triumphance, Lifelink seemed pretty good. Playing Lord Kaiju number 2. We'll keep this hand. We got some removal early. We have Innkeeper, probably just gonna go, I think I'm gonna go Harvester here. Harvester could let me ditch a copy of something if I need to hit a land drop, and I can throw away the Tenacious Underdog. Just need a land. The land lets us kind of go off. The life gain off this could be reasonable. I was thinking even like this in the deck, not as good. Okay, so we have Wedding Announcements. It's going to be annoying. Perfect. So I mean, if they want to trade both, I think I'm fine with this. Either way, I'm left with an empty board. So here, the token copy is the one you usually want to be mindful of. I actually think right now, with their board the way it is, I'm just going to create Devils. And then next turn, because these Devils trade nicely with these tokens while they're still small. So we protect ourselves, kind of insulary. This card's actually been pretty solid in these decks, because now it'll get a counter. They're probably going to get a treasure token since they missed a land drop here. Missing that feels kind of bad. So let's start by doing this. You also gain life off this, which is kind of silly. I think we start by doing this. That's gonna get out of hand. Alright. So you want to keep the token version with higher loyalty if possible. Okay, see another innkeeper. We have Ziatora's Triome here. Plus this up.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
Obviously would have liked to play the Envoy out, but we might be able to blitz it for some value.
By coin or carnage.
Even at this point, we got some pretty good trades. And if they take down my Obnixis, I have another copy. But we're going to go Ziatora next turn. A Fable would be nice to start copying it. I think I want to try prioritizing obviously the Innkeeper. Taking that off the battlefield's meaningful. Just because the life gain, we can drain them out. Second announcement's gross. So I think we continue to do this. It makes like meat hook and stuff better afterwards. I can blitz in Ziatora here. Actually, what I can do as well is just, if one of these goes down, or I can plus it. That's no good. They start gaining some life now. Okay. That's nice. So it's a race.
Plead for mercy. Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
So we pass the turn here. We're trying to draw into our meat hook. This is going to pop off, so they'll be at 3 power each, so it makes it a little harder. Adeline also's kind of grows 9-5. Meat hook. Tokens also get quite large. Honestly, if I could take these off, then we're fine, because I can just drain them. $11-6. That's frightening. Because now even Ziatora can't get value. Ooh, Shatter Skull. Can deal 3 damage to something. Doesn't feel like a great rate. So I could get rid of the Prosperous Innkeeper. Shrinks Adeline down to 10 power but doesn't deal with the toughness. Create a token that's a copy of Obnixis. Let them do all that. I have meat hook anyways. So we'll do this.
I'm not afraid of any of you.
If they block with Adeline, then I can kill Adeline. So we'll let this go through.
You work for me now.
Get some draining gains.
By coin or carnage. Tribute is owed. Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
It's not great value, but I think just taking off their life gain is what's going to give me a chance. Because I can also just start pointing these to my opponent's face when they die. And like every turn that they're just being passive, I can put more pressure on them. So you're the legendary. So I think we want to kill Adeline here. So do this. And then I have a point of damage, so we'll do this. Ooh, first strike. Okay.
Run away. Be safe. We've got the edge in this fight.
I can go face. I think we just take them off this token here. So I have Zeatora, I have Omnixus, so Devil, plus here.
Job for you. By coin or carnage. Tribute is owed.
Devil here. Can go Tenacious, doesn't really do much. Can do this. This lets me draw a card at least. This leaves me another body though. And depending on how they attack, we can get some favorable trades. And like they can go first strike here. I don't really care.
Fast and strike hard.
Ooh, that one's good. So it's got the first strike. And that becomes a 5/3 trample. That's frightening. So I think face is the place. They'll gain 2 life a turn, but I could hit them for 6. I don't know if I had the... Oh, if it's put into your graveyard, you draw a card. Okay, that's what I wanted.
Go ahead. Plead for mercy like coin or carnage. Pleasure doing.
So just try to drain him this way.
I have got new moves.
14-9 Adeline. Really just doing this to try to find the meat hook. So we'll probably let the legendary copy go down. The attack with Gala Greeters, I will block it and trade in combat. Okay, so let's eat these. They have Adeline left and the other one with the 5/5. I want to get rid of this Vigilance one so my Zeotaurus can attack. So I need to do that damage. That's 2. Can't even see what's happening. Oh no. I gotta have one die. Try to figure out this board state.
How dare you destroy what I built? Ah, wipe that smug look off your face.
So get that out of the way. I can attack in with both my Zeotauras. That's another Wandering Emperor. I'm basically dead, but can't play around that. Can go Harvester. I want to see what I draw first before I commit to Obnixis. Got Fable. Sooner I get Fable going, the better. But also, this means I might be able to get them otherwise to just attack in.
I don't need respect.
So I can make some more devils. I don't. Let's make devils.
Oh, I have enough.
Because they're probably going to be inclined to attack all.
We've got the edge.
I'm going to let them Nixus go down. Because I have Hive for Menace, I also have Den of the Bugbear. See what they do here.
No one beats me and survives. Next time, I'll cut you down.
3, 4. I can blitz both of these in. Like, I'm not dead on the crackback. Because they're going to block both these. And then I get to draw 2 cards. Goldspan will be good. That's one of the downsides, I guess.
You are not much of a roadblock.
I need... This game is basically coming down to, can I draw a Meat Hook? I am down to 13. Ouch. So I need to actually do this because of the minus.
This isn't going to go how you think.
Give me a bunch of blockers here and then just try to draw into Meat Hook. Or not. So we were both kind of digging. 25 cards left. Okay, we definitely want a third Meat Hook, I think.
Strike fast and strike hard.
That was a hell of a game. Like, we lost, but that was a cool game. Goldspan's been kind of lackluster. I think we want another Meat Hook. I want to give this another shot. I don't know if it's that good. These other cards have been better. Stormseeker might be better. Could go... What do we get from... Could do Jun Charm, but... What's this? Riverteer's Charm. Sacks, exile, top 2 cards in the turn you may, and then exile graveyard. Doesn't seem too great. What do we have for just Jun creatures? I kind of just want like the biggest power possible. Go Valentine. Doesn't do too much though. Life of Toshiro doesn't do too much. We can go Scourge, but we gain a lot of life. Might be Skyclave Shade, gives us stuff to do. This actually isn't bad with like our bigger creatures we can bring back. Decent early lifelink could be relevant. Now let's go Valky. The answer is always Valky. Alright, let's get us on another go. I was pleased with like the interaction there. It's just the incidental life gain. Oh shit! One Jame, another content creator. So this shock on 2 kind of go to work. Hope that the tenacious underdog can do his thing. We got some removal early. I think we're fine. Maybe we should have kept this to cycle if needed, but our lands are a little awkward. Because I do want to probably shock here to get one of these in on 2. It depends what they're going to do on turn 2. Because I might be able to strangle play tap lines. So they are on 4 color. So that's actually... I'm going to do this because of odd mixless. Just play that tapped. We can blitz this from the graveyard. So here I'm going to cycle away a land. I have Zatora for the following turn. Curious what the blue is for. Jundin Grixis, Love Child. Strangle of their own. Could have Infernal Grasp, could have a couple cards at like 1/2 mana removal. They could have like Riverteer's Charm now. That's a good draw. That's a good draw. Could Omnix do this. If I need to, I have a hasty threat. Cycle Triome. Depending on how they tap out, I have Zatora that could smack in. Could just see a Tenacious Underdog pop out. It's an interesting turn because I can get to 6 mana and 1 off. I want to kind of have this active when I play this. Okay, that's a good start. So look at a card draw here. But that's it. Hey, meat hook's nice. Let's do that. So I could get up Nexus going. They can have 3 power. I can make 2 devils, which also block pretty well.
After 1,000 years, finally, a new conquest.
Only 2 toughness on this one.
Tribute is owed. Go sow some chaos.
I think that's fine though. Can let the legendary one die. I could have gone Envoy, but they're kind of priced into dealing with my Fable as is. And if their turn's just going to be... This kind of puts them in a situation where they have the underdog, otherwise I start plussing. I don't think we want the whatchamacallit. I forget his name. The 3-mana red creature. I don't think it really fits this shell. Kaito Suzuki.
Now, what do we have here?
And they lootin'.
My empire crumbles.
Okay, so that resolves. So they could have Meat Hook. I can't deal with Kaido anyways this turn, so no point. I'm just gonna go Chariot here. So thought here is if they deal with my board, this could come in with haste and kill Kaido. This gives me blockers. This also sets me up for the following turn. So it's basically Jund with Kaito and Maestro's charm. This charm's a lot better than the Jund one.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Yep, see Meat Hook for 2. So I can't quite kill. I can get Chariot going. I can Tenacious. So let's start with this.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
See what they want to do here.
wasn't so fast.
I think we're okay there. They can play this. They'll get some draw, but I can start using Zeotora next turn. I think we just got to start prioritize going face. I have this den. Interesting games. Grindy, but good. Pre-combat?
What do we have here?
I don't think you could blitz at instant speed. And like I can throw Tenacious at Kaido and Zeotora at my opponent. Mix this down.
No one beats me and survives.
I think we might just have to get this out as well. Oh, we see Meat Hook for 4. So I think we're doing this. I'm gonna do this because I want to draw a card. This we're going to treat as a spell.
I'll try again later.
This kind of counteracts the life loss. Another line for next turn. We have this den we can start activating as well. Okay, we see Chariot out of our opponent. That's actually pretty solid. Technically, Chariot's not a creature right now, so I don't get the discount. Wish we had one more mana to be able to do this. Could see the loot with the blood token. They loot, it's a good start, but looks like a spell. Fable's annoying. Jeez.
I'm the new boss.
Looks like we're taking some damage.
Join me. Oh, I got a job for you. Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
So expect that to die, but we'll get a card draw. I can Takanuma. That's actually pretty good for next turn. Also lets me take Fable off the battlefield. Might have to save it for that. This is never deals combat damage to a player. Might just go face with it, try to race.
Go sow some chaos. Pleasure doing business with you.
That's 7. Little bit too close. Very similar ideas there, but just couldn't pull it off. I think ultimately a lot of the cards impressed there. Ziatora didn't get a time to shine in this match. The other ones, unfortunately, that when my video corrupted, worked out pretty well. I think just largely this card sucks in this particular shell, and we probably want more card advantage. So on the top end, other than that though, like, seems pretty solid. I would just cut these. These weren't that good. I'd play either like the Charm, I would play Invoke Despair, stuff like that, but like the shell, good things here, and then I would tweak along the edges. Maybe even just the Treasured Shambling Ghast on the low end. It just gives you another body to sack, worst case, for another trigger. I would say like that. But wraps up that one. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you have a great one, and catch you next time.